Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of the Digimon Mini! And we are now on episode 3! And you know what that means? Some wonderful, wonderful champions! So we got Numamon on the version 1, Leomon on the version 3, and of course, Tyrannomon on the version 2. So apparently, on these two versions, you get these guys from not doing enough training, so I did not do enough training, apparently. And then when I tried looking up a guide on the version 1 over here, I looked it up, and the information was wrong on the guide. So, I don't know how I got this guy. Heck, information on these two could be wrong, too. I don't know. The only well-known information about the Mini is the, whole factoid about it, what was it? Is that the evolution chances are, stupendously low on it. So, the greatest way to actually get evolution on this is by hitting that 80%, pretty much. And I've done really good taking care of them and stuff like that, so they should all be doing pretty well. The issue is their stats, because I have to raise them up. So you have to get this up to 80%. If you don't, then you currently have, right now, the version 3 has a 45% chance of evolving at the 75 or whatever. With this one right here, we have a nice, solid 20% chance at evolving. And then this guy here probably has the lowest chance of winning currently. Almost. He still has a nice 20% almost. Or does he? I forget. I forget how the evolution works on this device. But, yeah, he still has, a solid 20% chance at evolving. Currently, I'm using this one as a punching bag, because I sat down, fought these two constantly, and then the one who had the lowest amount of, the lowest points or whatever was going to be the hit bag, and it became Numamon. This poopy little boy here became the punching bag. So currently, I'm just trying to get battles going, so all you have to do is hit B once, battle, and just keep on doing this. So fun fact about the version 1 is it's slightly off time from this device. Even if you do them exactly at the same time, the version 1 starts always a little bit later. So it's kind of interesting in that aspect. But there we go, get some battles in. And you saw how I did no points on this guy. Fun fact about this, he could still win with no hit points or whatever. As he's currently taking out this one guy here. Leomon got half his health taken away. So there's actually chances of losing even though we did nothing on this side. And that's been the fun of this whole entire run. So been having that joy with my life there. But currently we're sitting at 75%, which is not bad. I'm trying to raise it up. It's 10 points off or 9 points off currently, which ain't bad. So if out of all the records or whatever, that's not bad to have for both these guys. I need to do it on the other device. At least try getting it up to 60, so that it has a 45% chance of evolving. Bleh. Because if I get it up to 60%, then I at least have a nice shot. I can't believe they did 45% chance, though. Who does 45? Why not 50? 50 would have made so much more sense. But nope, they went with the weird number. And to be honest, I'd at least just like one of them to be... Oh, got damage. All you need to get rid of damage, hit this, and then you go to the icon. There you go. Pretty simple way of fixing that up. And we might kill Numamon by accident, because he has been damaged a few times. He's the only one that actually has been damaged. The others have not, even when they've lost battles and stuff like that. And I saw the Mini, the version 2 Mini, that one actually has quite a few losses. Oh. I don't know why I hit the A button. You just hit this button every once in a while to keep it refreshed. And bam! Fight him off. Bam, there we go. Got our 3 prongs here, so, it has a nice 5-point hit system battle. Which, that's what every of the 3 prongs has, is this whole little system here, where there is, the 1 hit, the 2 hit, the 3 hit, and the giga hit. So, it's kind of interesting in that whole format, in that sort of sense. The funny part is the minis actually are the most powerful of the whole format, just because of it not having any gimmicks to it. So, for example, the Excel had a bunch of little gimmicks to it, and the Pendulum X also had its own gimmicks to it. So it actually kind of makes it harder to get little power hits out of them. And same could be said for the IC and stuff like that, because they also had their own little gimmicks and like lesser power struggles as well. The minis over here don't have that issue, and you can actually easily get critical hits from it, which is very funny to me in that whole sense. Though the minis, I think, have the hardest chance of the whole evolution out of the 3-prong system. Because I know everyone can sit there and argue about the Pendulum X having a hard time with it. Issue is, on the Pendulum X, you are very much guaranteed to evolve, usually. So you can't sit there and argue with the Pendulum X. No matter what, you'll get to that endpoint. No matter what. So it's like, you can't really argue with the Pendulum X on that. The minis, you don't have that chance. There is never 100% chance of getting that whole condition set. Even when you have like 100% wins, you will only have an 80% chance of evolving. So there's never a good solid time for any of it, pretty much. And I don't even know if the battles carry over from each evolution stage. It's not like the original bricks in that sense. So you actually have to sit there and wonder what's all going on with these devices. We haven't seen much of the version 2 today, so I guess I know I'm sitting down and basically making this one a beanbag hitting thing, which earlier did much more interesting battles with them, but to be honest, I really just want this whole battle thing to be over with. You don't understand how long it takes to do this, because unlike the other, like, later devices, you can't skip battles. You have to sit there and watch them. It's not the worst, because cough cough, the Pendulum Progress has that whole system to it. I love the Pendulum Progress, but man, its battles can actually go on for like a solid 30 minutes at times. There we go, heal our poopy boy up. And let's see, for this guy here, there's a 20-point difference, and that's going to keep it at 50 currently. So I'm kind of curious on how I can get past that. Because no matter what, it's going to always be like a 20-point difference. So exceed that whole thing is going to get me there with that one. I could sit down and get the battles going and get this guy at least to 60%. Because that would at least put us at 45. The other device has a good 45% chance. I'm going to try raising his stats up just a little bit more. Just because... Oh, come on, really? It's going to error out me. Okay, we're just going to stick to 8 currently, because... By the way, the minis have, like, probably the most errors I've ever seen with a device connection. Connecting with each other, by the way. Like, I don't understand that whole issue with it. I know that's just a 3-prong thing in general, where, like, the 3-prongs just have some issues connecting with each other sometimes. I don't understand it, really. Especially because there's not, like, a special data transfer happening with these. From what I've learned about the 3-prong system, is that one of them actually holds the data, and 2 of them are grounds or whatever, which is kind of interesting in that sense, because if you compare it to something like an original prong system, one of them was data and the other one was ground. So I don't really understand why they upgraded to this system sometimes, because like it really just doesn't make sense. Like, you could easily have made these compatible in some way or form. I don't know. I can't question Bandai of the 2000s. They did some weird choices, to be honest, because they didn't even keep up with the 3-prong system either. Because they wanted to, I guess, make it more like Tamagotchi at the time, where Tamagotchi was very much more aiming towards becoming a whole like IR system. And at some point, I guess they really wanted Digimon to be like that. Because even Digimon had that, with the IC being this whole like cross-compatible one, in a sort of sense. And then the later Digimon Twin and the Digimon Burst being IC only, or IR only, not IC, being IR only. So it is kind of interesting that they didn't even keep up with the system, really. And I see nowadays, they went right back to the 2-prong system. Oh, is Numemon going to win? Oh, let's see. It's a 1-on-1 at this point. And Numemon lost. I love the lose and win screens, by the way. It's like one of my favorite little details about that. And you still get the angry and happy face from them, like, just something I really enjoy about having that whole dynamic between them. And we are 59% in! Woo! Let's do one more battle. Let's get that point. Let's get it. I also love how you can see the armor, the whole thing climbing up. I'm guessing that's where, like, the later 20th devices got their whole battle system from. Because that would make a lot of sense. Because these are the 10th anniversary, so it'd be cool if they, like... I guess that was the point of the 20th system. Having the whole, like, button-mashing minigame with it. Although I will say the 20th, I think, did a better job at celebrating Digimon's anniversary compared to these devices here. Because at least for the 20th anniversary, you got the whole raising 2 Digimon per device, multiple eggs, and all that stuff with it. Oh, these guys gonna go to sleep? Yeah, they are. Basically, hit the A button, it goes, turns them off. Hit the A button, turns them off. And you hit the A button, and it turns them off. Pretty simple overall. Fun fact about these little devices here is you cannot wake them from their sleep state. If you hit that on button, or you can hit the flashlight and turn the lights back on or whatever, but if you make them do any action while they're asleep, that results in a camera mistake, which is kind of interesting, because in a lot of other devices, that usually doesn't result in a camera mistake, that results in a sleep disturbance. And that usually is like an evolutionary type thing. Or in some cases, devices just don't care, and you're allowed to wake them up. They'll just go back to sleep in like 15 minutes. That's what modern Digimon does. And in older devices, you had the sleep disturbance system, which allowed you to get special evolutions. So it's kind of funny in this case that it aims to be a bit more hardcore and aims for you getting a camera mistake. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here because they're now asleep and I can't sit down and just struggle through the whole entire thing. But thank y'all for watching. Sorry for this episode kind of being a weird battling episode. It's just been me doing this for like the past hour or so, just button mashing. So fun for me, and I'll probably have to sit down and change the clock on these guys, because if you do want to wake them up, I think you can change the clock on them and wake them up that way. If not, then that might have resulted in how I got camera mistakes on the other device. So, fun there. But, because that might have been the way I got Numamon. Because I did wake this guy up at one point to see if I could do that. And that may have resulted in their camera mistakes. I never know, really. These devices are very interesting. I don't know. We'll probably see evolution tomorrow at probably a later point in the day. Because I think it's like a 48-hour system. So today was the first like 24 hours. So tomorrow it'll be like the 48-hour mark. So we'll see the evolutions happen. I'm just going to basically do a bunch more battles before the fact. Basically tomorrow. So we'll enjoy them tomorrow. Or I'm going to go on the Digimon Discord and ask a question and see if anyone knows. See if I'm allowed to wake them up without getting camera mistakes. Okay, that's pretty much all I have to say for today. So I will see you all later. Bye-bye-bye.